Call the meeting to order. Please everyone rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence, ready to deceased members of our local government for the men and women who have served our country. Those requirements of the Open Public Meeting will have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger published a notice on December 16, 2016. It should be so noted in the minutes of the meeting. Councilman Anderson. Here. Councilman Ficarra. Here. Councilwoman Drum. Here. Councilwoman De Jesus. Here. Councilman Spiller. Here. Councilman Spall. Here. Councilman Patel. Here. Councilwoman Meehan. Here. And Councilman DeLeo. Here. Members of the council, at this time I want to start the meeting off by asking Councilman Patel to step up front so I can administer the oath of office on your re-election. Do you, Veer Patel, solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and you will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of 4th Ward Councilman according to the best of your ability, so help you God. Thank you. At this time, I will seek from members of the council a nomination for the office of council president for 2017.
Mr. Bitch.
Mr. Ficarra.
Thank you. I would like to nominate Councilman Richard Rick DeLena for our council president. Mr. DeLena has served the 2nd Ward in our township with distinction for the last 24 years. He brings a wealth of experience and knowledge to the position. It is my honor and pleasure to put forth the nomination of Councilman DeLena for council president. Thank you.
Do I have a second?
Mr. Mitch.
Mr. Small.
It's an honor and a privilege to nominate Rick DeLena. I met Rick 30 years ago when we were teenagers working summer help. Who would have thought, Rick? But he's a leader in our community for a very long time, along with his late dad. And it's an honor and privilege to nominate, second the motion for president.
Thank you, Mr. Small. Do I have any other nominations for president? Any other nominations for president? I got a motion that the nominations be accepted and approved. So moved. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Mr. DeLena. Richard A. DeLena solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. That you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of Council President according to the best of your ability, so help you God. I do.
That's me, yeah, okay. Yes, first of all, I would like to thank my colleagues on the council for your support for the council president position. Thank you to the administration. It's not my first time around the block here, that's for sure. And I look forward to working with my colleagues, administration, and of course the residents of Woodbridge Township. It's the best of my ability that I could do. And also, I'd like to recognize my family, starting with the #1 person in my life who made a special trip to come here. She's been to several of these. I'd like to recognize my mom, Eleanor Delina. And then, of course, the second boss in charge, my wife, Carol. And my daughter Christine and George, her husband, and my son Kevin and Alyssa, his girlfriend. And it was a toss-up of who was going to hold the Bible, and my son-in-law George, he loves this, so he put the request in if he could hold the Bible with the rest of the family. So it was special to have all my kids here, my mom here, and of course my wife over here. And my wife's giving me orders. Oh, also I want to congratulate my son for getting his doctorate. He got his doctorate this year. And also his girlfriend, this is her birthday. Alyssa's her birthday today. And yes, my son got his grades from his mother, not me. Okay. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this time, I'd like to entertain nominations for the office of Council Vice President. Mrs. Drum?
Yes. It is my honor, on behalf of our council, to nominate Debbie Meehan as our 2017 Vice President of our council. Debbie and I came out to council together, and in those last 3 years, I've been a testament to her hard work and dedication to not only her Colonia constituents, but anyone and everyone that needs assistance. Watching her supporting our hometown heroes and always going the extra mile. I feel that Councilwoman Meehan is well suited for this role as she continues her dedicated and excellent service to our town. I nominate Debbie Meehan as our 2017 Council Vice President.
Thank you, Mrs. Drum. Do I have a second?
Mr. Rich?
Mr. Spiller?
It would be my honor to nominate for Council Vice President Councilwoman Meehan. Her leadership and experience that she brings to the dais is very beneficial. I've been fortunate to work with her long before we got on council with township events. So congratulations, it's my honor.
Any other nominations for Vice President? Any other nominations for Vice President? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Mrs. Meehan? Do you, Debbie Meehan, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of Council Vice President according to the best of your ability, so help you God.
Before we go into the meeting, I'd like to recognize the mayor, who would like to make a few comments. Mayor McCormick.
Thank you, Council President Lena. First, I'd like to congratulate our newest councilman, Councilman Vero Patel, a record-setting councilman, the very first South Asian ever elected to our township council. It's a remarkable achievement, and he's worked very hard for this community. He's involved in a dozen or more different charitable and social and religious organizations in his career, and I think he's going to be a great addition to this town. I'm proud to have you on our team, Councilman Patel. Thank you. I also want to go ahead. I also want to thank and recognize Councilman Delina, who I've seen in action for 24 years now. We started in 93. He started in 93. I started in 91, so we go way back. This is his third time as council president, and I'm actually hoping this time he gets it right. I also want to congratulate Debbie Meehan, in our only fourth year on the council. She's in the leadership position, so congratulations for that. And I'd be remiss without congratulating Nancy Drum for that outstanding year she had as council president. You did a great job running the meetings, keeping order, meeting with us on Tuesday mornings, meeting with us on Tuesdays at 5:30, 6 o'clock to prepare for the meetings. You were dedicated and committed, and you did a fantastic job. So congratulations and thank you. As many of you know, Scott Thompson, our municipal engineer for more than the last 12 years, has retired as of March 31st. We are very, very fortunate to have secured the services of Michael Gellin of Colonia. He, in his past life, was the Assistant Public Works Director in Newark, in charge of engineering, among other things. He brings a great deal of knowledge about roads and sewers and infrastructure to our town. He's a Colonia resident. I actually met Mike a couple of years ago after Hurricane Sandy, Superstorm Sandy, when he lived in the Long Hill section of Colonia next to one of the houses that was demolished. And he was a great advocate on behalf of his entire neighborhood. We got to know each other very well. And the first chance we had, he was the guy I thought of right away to replace Scott, who also should be congratulated for his outstanding service. But we're very fortunate to have replaced one good, solid Colonia guy with another good, solid Colonia guy as our township engineer. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Michael Gellin. Council President.
And before we start the meeting, I'd like to go to the attorney, Noel.
Thank you. Due to the ceremonial nature of this meeting and the swearings in, it was decided that the photography rules would be relaxed for that portion of the meeting. So we're going to return to our standard rules, which is that you must be in the back of the room, and there will be no more flash photography permitted. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you. Before you have minutes that were prepared from the meetings of December 7th and 13th, can I get a motion to approve them as prepared? Councilwoman?
Second.
A motion first and properly second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Ordinances this evening, we're going to start with letter A down through and including letter M, which was an add-on in your package for this evening. Can I get a motion that all of these ordinances be approved on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on January 6, 2017, with notice of public hearing to be held on January 17, 2017, at 7 p.m.
Motion.
Second?
Motion made and properly second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Is there a comment? I'm sorry. Oh, you spoke early. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. And then under resolutions, you have a long list tonight, numbers 1 through 95. Can I get a motion by consent to approve 1 through 95?
Motion.
Second?
And the motion is made and properly second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. President?
Okay, at this time, we will go to the public section of the public portion of this meeting. I ask that if you have something you want to say, please go over to the mic, and you do have a 5-minute time limit. And state your name and what part of town you're from.
Good evening, old Council President Delina. I've been 24 years, man. It's like half the time the people around here, you know? We're going to be the old man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not yet, not yet. Not time to tell the old man yet.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to give you a good watch or something when you turn 25 or what?
We'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell out there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, really, we didn't go through E on here tonight on the ordinances on the first reading, did we? Was that open for public reading or what?
2 more weeks, sir.
2 more weeks?
Yes.
Okay, that's not the third community center. I'm in. Yeah, of course, welcome to 2017. I'm really excited for the new year and stuff like that. And, with these public council meetings you have over here. And, I'm bringing forth these questions to you. You already ignored, of course, and you change the rules and be flexible with the rules, just like tonight with the flash photography. If it was me or somebody else.
That was a special occasion. If you want to take pictures with the camera, we would have welcomed you. But we know you won't.
There on that. But, usually the stuff is very like that. Okay, let's start now with my favorite topic over here. What the heck is going on with them cops and stuff like that? Changing the police report. It's already May 2015, and now it's done over here. It's like, they had to cover up for the running cop. What's going on?
Mr. Bach, we've been through this.
I'm going to keep asking.
So, you got your answer a long time ago.
Well, it's a changing situation. What's a quick update? We got the mayor
No
here.
update.
The mayor doesn't want to answer anything.
There's no update.
There's no update.
No.
There's nothing.
No.
Nothing.
It's being handled by the prosecutor's office. You should contact them.
Oh, I have to contact the prosecutor. You people don't know nothing. Right? You don't know nothing. You don't want to
It's not
say-
whether somebody doesn't know, it's that they have nothing to do with it. It's being handled by the prosecutor's office. The prosecutor has the legal authority to handle it, and that's what's happening. So feel free to
You
contact
guys
the
do have something
prosecutor's
to do
office.
it. You guys make the laws for the...
It's in the proper hands right now, Mr. Maris.
Who?
It's in the proper hands
Mr.
right now.
Maris? No, I'm Mr.
I mean, Mr.
Jamal.
Chewbacca.
That's okay.
What?
But something on there. All right, well, I'm just going to keep asking because you're putting all them electronics and stuff like that up at the community center, putting new cameras up there, put them on the cops. I mean, that's it. Could be continued. Another thing, too, that I'm going to be coming to you during the new year over here is with these paying guest houses in the township, okay? It stinks. Over in Island, other areas of the township, you have these houses loaded. You people, you go there, you get the people out of the houses, and I'm sure the township council knows what the paying guest houses are, right? Do you know what the paying guest houses are?
Don't worry,
Answer.
if you have a problem with that, you call the building department.
Building department,
Okay, if you have a
don't
problem with
these people
it,
get the
call the
idea
building
that you
department.
don't put multiple people in these houses. They're one-family houses in a residential area. You do not put multiple families or rent out the rooms
Yeah, Mr. Nolan.
We enforce the laws very vigorously.
when you want to.
He's speaking. If you don't want to hear it, then please sit down, but listen to Mr. Nolan.
We enforce the laws very vigorously. We go to court regularly. When we have the proofs, we prosecute to the fullest extent of the law. And we've collected some very high fines on some of those houses. The problem is it's very difficult to prove. You can't just walk into some house and say we're here and search the house and do whatever you want. So it's not that easy. And the law on who can live in a house is a bit difficult because there's a lot of law about that you can't restrict the people in the home to families. So by law, you cannot restrict families, and we cannot define what a family is. So the best you can do, or the best we can do to try to prove such a case, is to go into the house somehow and examine it and see how it's laid out. For instance, if every bedroom door has a separate lock, like a deadbolt, something like that. And the law talks about whether people take their meals together, things of that nature, what they do together. So we
The
can't.
cars in the driveway,
There's nothing in the law about the number of cars in the driveway. So,
with different license plates, come on.
but it's not.
It's an ongoing problem.
It's a
It's going
very,
on
and we
for
work.
years when you do
Don't
anything
interrupt
about
me.
it, right?
Mr. Bob,
I'm out of here.
Goodbye, thank you. Okay, anybody else?
Take care of it.
This ain't nothing on the agenda, I can say whatever I want, man.
Yes, Mr. Messian, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, Robert Messi, 434 Alpine Street, birthday boy. Beat up Robert Messi, hope that nothing happens to me like that poor girl, Debbie Reynolds. You guys know what happened to Debbie Reynolds? Man, I think about it all the time. Nothing happened to me so far. And the guy to blame is that it's all about you, Judge George Boyd. It's all about you. You didn't do nothing to me. Yeah, you done a lot to me anyhow. You done a very lot to me. And I want to apologize to my assistant too. We were talking with the municipal clerk, and I was telling about my sister's cooking. How I miss her, but I miss her too. She's the one that had 2 different dreams. She says to me, "Hi, Bob." Like I can see her like I'm looking at ex-President Grum. That's how I see her. So that's nice, you know. Okay, well.
Very pretty woman then.
Yeah, she wasn't bad, right? And she was a very good cook. I went over her son's New Year's Day. What a joke. She does the same thing. My sister's gone. She's done all the cooking for her. My sister made a lot of stuff, you know, so on and so forth. This girl don't do nothing. She shouldn't have a party. If she can't do it the right way, you don't do it. Okay, that's a different story. And I want to talk about, you guys got a judge named Henry Toll. Where's the guy?
No, he's not a judge here.
He doesn't sit anymore.
Oh, he doesn't sit anymore? Oh, okay, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, we're talking about him in Perth Amboy. I went to his courtroom, and he embarrassed me by saying, oh, because you go to the council meeting. He's insulting me because I go to council meetings. Look at all the people here today going to the council meetings. So that's, you know, that's very good. They're into it. And he's criticizing me going to the council meetings. Well, I'm glad he doesn't work in Woodbridge anymore. Try to get him out of Port Amber if I can. He wasn't that nice. American flag, he throws me out of his courtroom. Imagine that? Throws a guy out of the courtroom. And I want to talk about the crunch too in Woodbridge. How they threw me out of there. I couldn't catch my breath. I was sitting down. Okay, you gotta leave. Don't come back. Just like, you know, nothing. I think that was kind of rude of the crunch. I hope people watching don't go to the crunch. I think they were very rude and to a senior citizen. They shouldn't act like that. And I want to talk about this cop in Perth Amboy. He's always bullying me. Montalvo, the cop. His uncle was the guy that accused me of saying that I tried to kill him. And I wound up paying $450 fine. And the cop was very kept bullying me, nothing happens. I complain. So that's it. That's the police department's all alike. They're all alike. They get away with it. The cops can do whatever they want unless it's a minority. And maybe you got a case. if you have to be a minority and they're doing bullying you, maybe you got something to fight on. But otherwise, they didn't do nothing for me. They kept bullying me, and so on and so forth. And I guess I don't know what else to say. Just I hope there's a guardian angel that comes down and helps my problem or something. It seems it ain't gonna happen. I keep talking. Tomorrow I'm going to South Amboy. They're kind of rough over that. Mickey Gross. He's very tough, you know. I'm gonna ask him like I asked you guys. I don't know if I did ask you guys want me to talk? I'm gonna ask him right off the bat. You guys want me to talk? If not, I'll leave. So, okay. You guys give me a lot of time, President Delina. I appreciate it.
Well, it's a good start to a new year, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I hope so.
Okay. Your time is up, though, and have a good one.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay.
Are there any other comments from the public? Can I get a motion that the public portion of the meeting be closed?
Second.
Somebody needs to bring it back.
Okay. Go over by the mic, please.
Sure.
I got the guys in the cheap seats.
My name is Jay Patel, and I live in 200 North Avenue. Everything is going fine, but I'm a little concerned about the alarming rate at which our trees are going down. I've been living there for the last 10 years, and in the last 10 years, 20 full-grown trees are taken down by the builders or by the people who don't like it. So do we have something we can protect the trees in our laws? If we keep losing them, what kind of example we are setting for the rest of the world?
Mr. Landolfi?
It's a question on tree removal.
Yes.
We only take a tree down upon request and after review by one of our shade tree experts. And we do that work in-house. So in all cases of a tree removal, there's a reason why that tree was removed, and there's a variety of reasons.
Are you talking about people or developers?
People and developer both. I mean, in my neighborhood, 2 houses next to me, there were like 6 big well-grown trees. They were taken down for no reason.
Private property, they're taking trees down. They're allowed to take their own trees down. If there's building going on, the builders are permitted to take those trees down.
But is there any law by which we can tell, okay, we need to have a certain amount of trees or greenery?
Well, actually, when certain projects are done like that, they are required to put some trees up when you go before the board, whether it be the planning board, normally the planning board or the zoning board. If there's a lot of trees that are removed, they are asked to try to replace some trees with that. But they are allowed to take trees down when they are building.
So any effort done by the municipality to keep the greenery intact, or are we enforcing something?
No, they have the right to do that if they get approved by the board.
Okay. I wish you come up with something so that we can keep our
Well,
environment.
when Pat Osborne used to be on the council, she was very active with trees in Woodbridge. I think we were actually named one of the tree cities in New Jersey many years ago. So we do try to, preserve as much nature, trees as much as we can.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other comments from the public?
Can you go up to the mic, please, and state your name and where you live?
Good evening, everybody, and happy New Year to everybody. My name is Deepak Kakas. I live on 180 Elmhurst Avenue. They have on a Green Street, they make a new Dunkin' Donuts. And that Dunkin' Donuts, sometimes the daytime in between the 12 to 4, the 18-wheeler tractor trailers going behind the Dunkin' Donuts and do the delivery. When they're coming out, they have the very hard time to coming out from the Elmhurst Avenue because they have the telephone poles and they're backing up all the way to the Ridley Streets. And they have the blind spot. Sometimes they're going to kill somebody and nobody's backing out something. They have any procedure to the tractor trailer doesn't goes on the back side of the Dunkin' Donut parking lots. They can't do the delivery, otherwise they're going to come back come back from the small trucks to do all the material delivery?
Well, sometimes, unfortunately, the big trucks, they make a lot of deliveries, and, there are tight spots, but, Mr. Hubner, can we, check into that to see if there's any kind of a problem with the Dunkin' Donuts on Green Street?
Yes, I already talked with the managers, and managers said that they talked with the Dunkin' Donut, company, but they're looking for some of a solid proof to do not bring the big trucks to do the delivery on a small area.
Okay, well, I can't guarantee we can, change that, but I'll ask the director to look into that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other comments from the public? Seeing no other comments, I can motion to close the public portion of this meeting.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, we will now go to the agenda part of the meeting, and my agenda is all in order, and I will go to Council Vice President Meehan.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order too. I'd just like to take a quick minute to just thank everybody for their support as Vice President. I have not done this before like Ricky has, but I'm sure he'll be a great example. But I do appreciate it, and I look forward to working with the administration and the council. And I also just like to thank everybody too. There was a lot of fundraising, a lot of toy collection, a lot of food collection over the past couple months during Thanksgiving and Christmas. And just thank you to everybody that gave food or a toy. You helped a lot of people in Woodbridge Township. And don't forget that the food banks need food all year long, and there's always a place to drop them at St. James, and there's a list on the website. So continue to give food, and that's all. Thanks.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Councilwoman Jerome.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I just wanted to extend my congratulations and best wishes to Councilman Patel, Council President Delina, and Council Vice President Meehan. And to all, Happy New Year to all of our residents and administration and council mates. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Anderson.
Thank you, Council President. Congratulations, Councilman Patel, Council President Delina, and Council Vice President Meehan. I'm sure you will all do a fantastic job this year. My agenda is in order. I do have one quick announcement. Through the WTYRC, we have been implementing and encouraging certain youth programs to merge because of lack of participation, and also to help with facility usage so that there's ample facilities throughout the town. I am proud to announce that the Island Giants, who I've been a part of for many years, have merged with the Colonia Patriots. They are now going to be known as Broncos Football and Cheer Program. So it is a milestone event because of their longevity in the community. There was some disappointment, which was understood as far as losing their traditional names, but we are very positive and very excited about what the future is for the kids of that area, and that they'll be able to start with the program and stay with it all the way throughout because all of the levels will be provided. On the second note, I just wanted to ask Mr. Henry to remind, as far as the date for people to get their trees out, is that something that they could start doing this week?
It starts next week. We'll be picking them up.
Next week?
Yeah, because of the holiday this week. So it'll be Thursday, Friday next week.
Okay.
So please check the Township app, and also heed to that you can get your holiday trees out to the curb next week, and they will be picked up by the Township. And that is all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Vaccaro.
Thank you, Council President. Happy New Year to everyone. Congratulations to you, Councilman Delina, President.
Thank you.
And Councilwoman Meehan as the Vice President. Councilman Patel is in good hands because he's sitting next to me, so we don't have to worry about it. Just one quick announcement. The Woodbridge Community Center, if your New Year's resolution is to get in shape, the Woodbridge Community Center is waiving their joiner's fee during the month of January. So please come out, check out our facility. It's a great place. Thank you again, Council President.
Thank you. Councilwoman De Jesus.
Thank you, Council President. I just have one thing. Item number 6 on my agenda, the community policing events this week. They will be at school, Woodbridge High School, this Thursday, January 5th, for their bi-weekly police interaction class, and then they will move on to Avenel Middle School for their bi-weekly class with the Risk Youth with Ms. Giordano. On Friday, January 6th, they will be at School 25 to read to the students. On Thursday, January 12th, they will be given a tour of the police department, the court, and the mayor's office to students who participate in the police interaction class from Woodbridge High School and Colonia High School. And on Tuesday, January 17th, they will be at School 22 to work on a social studies project with the students. I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year and congratulate Councilman Patel and our Council President Delina and Council Vice President Drum. It's an honor to sit up here with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Just want to start off with Happy New Year to everyone. Congratulations to Councilman Patel. Congratulations, Council President and Council Vice President. I look forward to continually working with you. My agenda is in order. I just like to say one thing. I want to offer my condolences to the family of Earl Runkle. A lot of you know Earl was Santa Earl. He was our township Santa for over 25 years. He was like a second father to me. Mr. Mitch can attest to that. He was very big into the fire service, two-time ex-chief of my fire department, Mr. Mitch's fire department. He was really big into charity. He gave a lot back to the township. So while you kind of expect it, it still was a sudden blow. So I just want to offer my condolences to the family. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Small.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order this evening.
Okay. Go to administration, Mr. Mitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have it all in order. I'm sorry. Councilman Patel. Sorry about that. You're so popular tonight, I thought you were shining already.
Yeah, I understand. I would like to thank you, our new president, council president. Also, I would like to congratulate Vice President Dave. Before I go further, I think let me wish everyone Happy New Year. This was an amazing year for all of us. I think we had really done a great job, as far as the politics concerns in Woodbridge, whatever our team were working on it, we all were, I think, elected. Me on the board of head, also we have some friends that were there too, I would like to also thank John Mitch. He's such a nice chief of staff, always supportive. And he also deserves a big clap, you were always there. Because I was a new person, I'm on the board for about 4.5 months, I had to do a lot of learning, and they all were very, supportive. So I thank you all for being there when, we had some questions and, help. Our councils too, Jim Major, and Craig, we would like to also thank them. And our administration, Mayor McCarbeck, his team is, doing amazingly great job. We are the doers town, we know that there are a lot of demands, a lot of necessities, and we have been doing, a great job to also, keep, a unity within our diversity. And, I would like to make sure that I'll add on to that one, part of it. But everything is really great here. And I'd like to pledge myself. I'll be there for all the constituents in the 4th Ward. Whenever they need it, I'll be there. I'll be there for 24 hours for them. And I would like to also thank all the supporters. We have team of IBA, a lot of friends and colleagues, and a lot of them are there. There was a great support, And it was not just for me, but for also the board of ed, friends. And they all worked very hard, and, our results were really good. So I also thank you all again. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Now we'll go to administration. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you, Mr. President. Congratulations to you and Madam Vice President and Mr. Patel on your re-election. My agenda is in order.
Okay, thank you. We'll now go over to the administration. Mr. Landolfi.
Thank you, Council President, and I'd like to join everyone in congratulating you and Council Vice President Meehan. Knowing your penchant for swift and sure meetings, I'm going to proceed very quickly. We will have, we're recommending 4 wards a bid for the next meeting. We're also going to request a resolution awarding a lease purchase of in-car computers for our police department. We'll have a couple housekeeping items, refund of tax overpayment, state tax appeals, and also cancellation of outstanding checks. And that's all I have, Council President.
Thank you, Mr. Landolfi. We'll go to Director Hubble.
Thank you, Council President. We have a proposal for a change on who can use a handicap space on William Street and Fords, an addition of a handicap space on Harnett Street and Hope Lawn, and we're going to be changing South Robert Street and Seawarren to a through street. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now go to Mr. Green.
Thank you, Council President. I have 3 items tonight. The first is our annual donations to the senior citizen clubs of Woodbridge Township. And the next 2 is our annual donations to St. Joseph's Home and the Jewish Family and Vocational Services. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Go to Ms. Levski.
Thank you, Council President. Just our standard annual contract for our consolidated plan. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Henry.
Thank you, Council President. My first item is an agreement with Middlesex County for cooking oil recycling. I have a resolution authorizing the execution of final change order for the contract sanitary sewer root control treatment. Resolution, I also have a resolution authorizing the final change order for cleaning and TV of the MCUA line. Thank you.
Thank you. From the Wall Department?
Yes, the introduction of the new reform.
Get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second. Questions, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed?
Meeting adjourned.